Friends, welcome to my video. In this video, let's see one of the most commonly asked programming interview question, which is nothing but finding maximum sum of products. Okay, in this video, I've used both the Java and Python programming language to identify this. So before jumping onto the program, let's see the logic. Okay, so what does maximum sum of product means is consider you have two arrays or list. Okay, so one of the let's say it has three elements, 1 4 and 3. Okay, so this is an example, and your second array or list consists, say, let's have as 2 2 5 and 3. Okay, so these are the elements which we have in two arrays or two lists, we can call it as. Okay, so how do you find maximum sum of products is it is quite simple. So you have to just sort it in ascending or descending order and finally sum all the values. Okay, so here what is the largest smallest number here? 1. Okay, 1 into the smallest number in the second array, so 1 into 2 plus second smallest number is 3 into 3, so 3 plus here 2 plus 9 plus 20. Okay, so this is how it will. So let me try and show you how it will. So let's sort. Logic is first sort these two arrays, and then finally add all the values. So we have 1 3 and 4. Here we have 2 uh, 3 and 5. Okay, so 1 into 2 is 2, 2 plus 9 plus 20. Okay, so totally my value should be 31. So this is what I am expecting. This is the logic I'm trying to bring as part of this program. Okay, let's see how we can implement this logic using Java. First we'll start with Java. So first let's declare a class, public class maximum sum of product. Okay, so let's have the class defined. Now I'm gonna create a static method to pass two array values. Okay, so static int, let's call it as maximum SOP. Okay, and let's pass two array values as parameters. Okay, let's declare it as int a and int uh, b. Okay, so now let's declare sum of products. Let's initialize the sum of products as 0, and then we have to sort both the arrays. Okay, so uh, let's use an inbuilt method, arrays dot sort. First we will sort the first array, second we will sort second array, arrays dot sort b. Okay, and then okay, I have to iterate through my loop, right? So I have to iterate through each and every element in an array using a for loop. So before doing that, let's find the length of the string. Okay, because we might need this length of the string, length of the array to actually um, loop through each and every items in the array. Okay, so I've declared I've stored the length of the array, first array, in value n. Okay, so and next, as I said, we'll declare a for loop. For loop for int I equal to 0. So I'm gonna traverse through the final element of so which is nothing but the length of the array. So it will be I less than n, and I'm just incrementing it. Now I have to find the sum of the products, right? So the logic is simple. So sum of products, I'm gonna use an operator plus or equal to, which will assign the next value in the series. Okay, so here I'm just gonna pass a of I star b of I, the element in the first array multiplied by element in the second array. So the first, so if you see this keenly, this is the logic on where the entire programming solution resides. Okay, so if you see this carefully, so I'm just multiplying both the values. The first one is the value from array 1, second is the value from array 2. Okay, so finally, if you keenly note this operator, what this operator will do is, so it will sum all the values in of the different loops. So I is equal to, it will start with I equal to 0. So the first the product will be 1 into 2. So in this example, it will be first, in the first loop it will be 1 into 2, and next it will have store the value as 2. So now the sum of products will be 2, and next time it will be 3 plus 3 into 3. So the sum of product will have this value 2 plus 9. Okay, now finally it will multiply 4 into 5, and now the sum of product value would be 20. Okay, so totally we'll get 31. So that's what I'm expecting here. So this is the single line where the entire program logic resides. So you need to remember this particular step very carefully. And finally, since we declare it as a static return method, I will return, oops, and I will return the sum of products. Return SOP, return the sum of products. Okay, and fine. I think our logic is done. So now we have to declare our original array and see what happens. So public static void main string of args int a. So now I'm gonna you need to pass your values of the array in the main method only, right? So I'm gonna state the same example like 1 comma 4 comma 3, and second array will be, second array will be 2 comma 5 comma 3. So this will be my second array, and finally I will print my sum of products value, system dot out dot println. So what is my method name? Maximum sum of product. I have to pass two values, right, which is nothing but my two arrays a comma b. Now this is done. Yeah, so now let's run and see. Okay, I can see three errors. Okay, so yeah, so it's throwing error in the array line, and the reason is because I have not imported the relevant modules for it. Import java dot io java dot util package, so it will have all the implementation for arrays. So it's gonna declare star. I'm just gonna include everything. Now the red icon in the error part from the arrays is now moved. That's one more error. Okay, so it's string should be s, should be in capital letter. Okay, so now let's run and see. Yeah, now if you see 31, it displayed 31. So this is the output we are expecting. Okay, so the logic is very quite simple. So all you have to remember is, provided two arrays, you have to first sort those arrays and finally loop through each and element of two arrays and calculate sum of products. So this single line of the 10th line will be the key code item where the entire logic resides. So this is something you should keep in mind whenever you try to solve this maximum sum of products value. Okay, so let's see how we can implement the same problem in Python. So it's again quite simple. So I'm gonna uh, write this method very quickly. Maximum sum of products. Um, and so let's declare two arrays here. So you do not need main methods in Python, right? So I'm gonna directly define all the array values here, or in Python I generally call it as list. So 2 comma 5 comma 3, I'm gonna use the same example here again as well. So first you initialize the sum of products value. So sum of product value is 0, and you have to sort both these array. A dot sort, what's the A dot sort and B dot sort. Okay, so finally yeah, we have to identify the length as well, right? So n equal to length of A. So length of A. Okay, now I have to loop through both the list values. So for I in range n, so I'm gonna indicate a range up to n, so it will go on to my final element of the list. So, and the same logic, I'm gonna use the same logic here. Sum of product equal to plus or equal to A of star star B of I. Okay, now print, finally I'm gonna print the sum of products, as simple as that. So in Python it's quite simple than how you write in Java. The logic remains same, but it has small syntax changes alone. So finally I will call method. If I run and see this, yeah, the value, finally the answer return is 31. Okay, so this is how you calculate sum of products. Just to make it quite simpler for everyone, for everyone to understand, I'm gonna place debug pointer at these two steps, and I will show you how what happens after each and every item is incremented in the for loop. So I'm gonna debug this part, and okay, now it started. So now if you keenly note, first the value is, so it now the sorting is completed. The first list sorting is completed, so now it is 1 3 and 4. Similarly the second list also is sorted. It is 2 3 and 5. Now the sum of products is 0. The value, the length of n is, the length of the list is 3, so n equal to 3. Okay, so it's going to start, I'm going to start with my first item in the loop. So now if you see, the sum of products is 2. So it multiplied 1 into 2 and it stored the sum of products as 2. Now it needs to go to the second element in the loop. So what is the value I'm expecting? I'm expecting 4 into 5, which sorry, the 3 into 3 is 9, and 2 plus 9 equal to 11. So I'm expecting sum of products is 11 in the next loop. Okay, so now, yeah, so now if you see, the sum of products is 11, and finally 4 into 5 is 20. The value I'm expecting is 11 plus 20 is nothing but 31. So in my final loop, it showed me 31. Okay, so this is how um, you will calculate maximum sum of products. So this is one of the very the complexity level is very small, and this is one of the most commonly asked programming interview question. So yeah, that's all what I want to cover as part of this video. Thank you everyone.